Revoice Podcast Network. The mic is ours.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Common Talk, the podcast with common conversations and random outcomes. I'm your host, Gabriel, and let's get right into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Common Talk, the podcast with common conversations and random outcomes. I'm your host, Gabriel, and this week's question is, what is your wildest roommate story? So, Jay, what is your wildest roommate story?
Sometimes they do certain things that creep me out.
The spectrum of creeped out, like, to what degree?
To the point where I had nightmares after one experience.
Okay, so what was this experience?
Basically, it was the first night I slept, and I woke up, and my roommate was, like, seated on his bed, and we were all on bunk beds, so if you're sitting up, the roof of the ceiling is, like, to your head. He's just sitting up, not saying anything, just sitting there, not on his phone, just chilling. But it's pitch black in our room because we keep our curtains down, so it's really just the figure of his shadow just sitting up, and I was terrified. I was like, oh shit, I really hope this dude's not gonna kill me in my sleep. No. And then the week after that, he was gone. I don't know where he went, but
like gone?
Yeah, he like left.
Like school?
Like he wasn't on campus.
Oh, like is he back now?
Yeah, he's back now.
Oh, okay.
It was just for that week.
Okay.
But that entire week he was gone. I would have nightmares that he would be awake, and then he would be trying to attack me afterwards.
Just like when villains see like the silhouette of like Batman in the night. This was like you seeing your roommate.
Yeah, I was traumatized.
Does your roommate know that how much he frightened you?
No, I honestly don't know. I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it. I don't think I ever will.
All right, well, welcome back to Common Talk. We're joined here with Matthew. And Matthew, if you could tell us one of your wildest roommate stories here.
All right, so I was coming home from the gym, right? GRC dorm right there.
Yep.
You know, I was excited because I was like, I want a nice warm bath, you know, a shower, right? Mm-hmm. And after that, I'll play some League of Legends. And then I opened the door. It was pitch black, right? And I heard a dude, right? Like my roommate said, yell, dude. So I slowly look at the mirror, and I'm like, oh, and then I see not him, but his girlfriend, butt booty naked. I'm like, oh, So it was like in the morning, right? So, yeah.
It was 8 a.m.
I walked out in the morning, yeah.
Hey.
That's about it.
Any weird runs with the girlfriend? You just saw her, it's like, hey, my bad.
No, we don't really talk about it.
No, you just stay silent.
Yeah.
Smart man. Appreciate it, Matthew. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, and now I'm going to give one of my crazy roommate stories here. So this was one of my years here at VCU. One of the people on the lease was a couple. They both signed onto the lease, and they had a room. And so it was me and my two friends upstairs. There was a bedroom downstairs that the couple lived in. And it got to like December. We signed our lease in August, moved in. December got bad. We just hear screaming, yelling all the time, just nonstop. This tiny little girl. I'd be like, oh my Lord. Like this girl is like not a big girl like at all. Like just tiny. And she would like be screaming and yelling at this dude. And I'd be like, oh my Lord. It'd be like 2 a.m. or like 9 in the morning just screaming and screaming. And there was just like this one time. It was like this morning. She was like, get away from me. I don't like you anymore. And I was just like, oh my God. And then he was just like, why won't you love me? Or something like that. And I was like, oh my Lord. I've been around football coaches and like people chewing people out, but that girl was brutal. Like, whew. Hope they maybe found separate bedrooms or something like that, because good God. Jesus. We're back here on Common Talk. We're joined here by Smooth, a.k.a. Monte.
Yeah, you know it.
And then, so Monte, what is one of your wildest roommate stories?
Well, it's a lot, like you might have heard, but it's a lot. I was at my cousin dorm. We just in there, we chilling. Next thing you know, we get a knock on the door, right? So when I open the door, it's a female. She got one hand behind her back, but when she got one hand behind her back, you only see one hand out, right? So she ended up talking to us, laughing and everything. She go back to her dorm. We go to her dorm. Soon as she opened the door, she got you feel me? I don't know if I can say it on the mic, but
like a toy?
Yeah, she had a toy.
Yeah.
And like, she trying to smack us with it. Oh. So we asking her, is this used? I'm like, yo, you can't be touching me with that. I don't know where that's been. I don't know what mouth or where that's been at. Like, don't go smacking me with no toy that I don't know where it's been. So They chasing us around the floor, like around the whole floor. They chasing us, like it's like 2 girls. They chasing all of us around it. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that made me mad. But I was like, why? But we had a lot of other crazy experience, like 420.
Mm-hmm. What happened on 420?
We was in the dorm. I'm talking about we had like 7 people. We thought that the way that we ventilated the smoke, we weren't gonna like have the alarm go off.
Mm-hmm.
We was in there for like 5 minutes. The alarm went off. It went crazy. It was like the fire, the whole fire department and everything came.
Oh, hell.
But we had a good excuse. They ain't do nothing.
You just gotta say you burnt some mac and cheese or something like that.
Yeah, I think we said like we burnt some ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Ramen noodles in the microwave. And they was like, did you put water in it? We was like, no. So they was like, oh, y'all get a pass. But that was a crazy experience.
All right, and now we are joined back with our producer, Abby, and she's gonna tell us one of her craziest roommate stories.
So one of my wildest roommate stories happened like the first year we moved into our house, and I live with 3 other girls. One day, we were all upstairs in my room and chopping it up, vibing, and we hear this knock at the door, and my friend Caroline, she went downstairs to, fill up her water bottle, and she got the door, and this guy, comes in and he's like, hi, I'm looking for Abby. And, I have random friends I make over all the time. So Carol, I was just like, Abby, you have a friend here, come downstairs. So I turn the corner of my stairs and I see this guy that I've never seen before in my whole life. I felt scared because I was like, my roommate is downstairs with this random guy and she was the only one who was downstairs. Everybody else was in my room upstairs. Yeah. So I start walking down the stairs so slowly just to I don't know, protect her. I don't know what I was doing, but I just started walking down the stairs really slowly, and I whispered to my friend Caroline, I'm like, Caroline, I don't know who this man is. And Caroline goes, you don't know who this man is? She screams it, and he starts freaking out. He's like, whoa, and I'm like, get the F out of here. And then he, obviously books it out. 10 minutes later, he comes back knocking on the door again, asking, and now he has a new name for me, Abacus.
Abacus.
He used to say, Abacus, give me a kiss. That's what he would DM me on Instagram.
Oh boy.
So, we don't let him in that time. He breaks into our house about 3 more times, opens our mail.
What the fuck?
It got to the point where we had to contact our landlord. So the guy who was our stalker actually lived right next door to our house, and we had no clue. We had never seen him before, ever.
Oh, hell.
And we had about 5 different lawyers. We went to court against him 7 times.
Shoot.
Yep. But he would send me the craziest text messages ever. So, he started DMing me, and the first thing I got was a video call, missed video call, hey, what are you doing type of thing. So I was like, oh, it's just some guy trying to hit me up, and I didn't even know that guy was the same guy who broke into our house. Oh. Then, he starts calling me a bunch of things, or calling me a bunch of times.
Yeah. And
basically he was trying to say me and him had a relationship, and he had an obsession with the fact that I had a big nose. So he literally would comment on my Instagram, my friend's Instagram. I found one that he commented on my friend's Instagram. It says, tell Abby big knows I was made for her. Eventually I started blocking him a lot, and so he stopped reaching out to me. He found my friend's email, and he emailed her, and the subject is, I miss Abacus. There's the name again. And it says, Ayo, I'm using all my resources. Come on, bro. WTF. On God, I need her. IDGAF. What she's done. Please, please, please tell her she blocked me, please. And this is another one. The subject of the email is, I'm losing my effing mind. Tell Abacus Orion. That's his last name.
Oh, man.
Abacus Orion, she's all mine. I love her so effing much. I can't take it anymore. Honestly, I'm coming over there right now. IDGAF, who I gotta fight. What feds I gotta SWW. I don't know what that means. IDGAF, I need Abacus. I need her. I need her. I need her. I need her. Yeah, he just didn't know when to quit. So then we went to court against him and got him banned from the city of Richmond. And that's my story.
Hey, at least the court system held up for once. Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning into Common Talk, the podcast with common conversations and random outcomes. I'm your host, Gabriel, and remember to comment, subscribe, and listen to our other podcasts on the Revoice Network.
Revoice Podcast Network. The mic is ours.